Hi guys, how's it going? Welcome back to Full Time FM. I'm Pepe, and we're just about to take on this guy, Valery Kazayashvili, I think. He's coming on a 2-week trial. Squad player in his prime years, unlikely to improve though, but looks a player and wants to play in a number 10 role, although he's better out on the left. He wants to play as a shadow striker. 17 dribbling, 16 technique, 13 finishing, 15 first touch. Acceleration and pace are still 13, agility 15. He's Georgian, 28-year-old, 58 caps, 11 goals. I'm just thinking that dribbling 17, technique 16, agility 15. I'm just wondering if he's like a Georgi Kinkladze. If anyone's old enough to remember Georgi Kinkladze at Man City. He scored 60 goals in 243 appearances. 7.32 his average rating over the 24 games that he played for Ulsan, scoring 7, assisting 4, 1 player of match award. He's got 10 goals in the Eredivisie for Vitesse and San Jose in America. He looks like a nomadic kind of number 10, but if he's cheap enough, I'm sort of thinking if he's cheap enough, maybe you're now able to apply for work permit. Okay, maybe we apply for a work permit. I'm not sure. Doesn't say where I can do it here, but he's someone I'm having a little look at in the squad. I've signed a player, Anel Ahmedodzic, because I love pronunciations. Right, this guy, if you remember, we'd scouted him. He was at Malmo. 2.6 million we've paid for him. And look at this. 19 to 24 million, but he's on 25 grand a week. So the last video you saw me offer him the contract, he's now took it. And as for transfers, we've sold Juranovic. Now Josip Juranovic went to Real San Sebastian for 11 million. They've just sold Alexander Isaac for 60 million, I think it were. Matt Anderson has gone to Aberdeen for just 1,600 quid. I don't think he's going to make it with us. Callum McGregor's gone Burnley for 6.25 million. So yeah, the other lad I signed, this lad, Facundo Farias. Thanks to David Anderson for this one, 3.1 million. Let's see. I can trigger the extension already. Send an intensive language course, that'd be a good thing to do. Facundo Farias from colon, as in arse. He's left winger, but again can play in that number 10 role. I offered the trial to that older one, the Georgian guy, Karashvili or whatever he's called, before Facundo Farias signed. So although that new guy's come on loan now, on trial, sorry, Kazayashvili is called, I don't think we actually need him anymore. Owen O'Connell, Rochdale's captain, I'm going to sign him. He'll join us at the end of the season. 14 tackling, 13 passing, marking, 14 heading, 12 first touch and technique. He could be quicker, 1m88, 69 kilo, but the thing is with him, he's out of contract and he started his career at Celtic, so he will count as a homegrown player. So I could really do with one of them in the squad. So he'll be a European homegrown player. So I've signed 2 centre halves and a left winger. Sold a right back and a centre mid. And we're about to play Dundee United in the Premiership. I should also say that Julien granted work permit because Christopher Julien signed a new contract with us, 23 grand a week. He's signed up till 2026 now, Christopher Julian. He's been injured for most of the season so far, but we got him on a new contract. So he's gone up to 8.6 million now, which is good. The £6 million signing from Toulouse. So we're trying to build a bit of a squad here. I've got loads of players coming in during the pre-season, the new season when that starts. We'll have loads of players we can sell on and make a bit of cash from. We will have players who, quite frankly, we can move on, and players that we can develop. There will be quite a few B team signing players in there. I want to try and play Anel Hodzic in the first game actually, but I also want to play Julian and Mangala. So let's just go for like a 3-5-2 today. Or even a 3-4-3. What's this thing want to do here? Yeah, screw it. Let's go for that. Let's go for a 3-4-3. Who needs fullbacks? Anel Hodzic, Julian, and Mangala. Right midfield. Let's have Madsen and Barbosa, the Brazilians. In fact, let's have Bazua in midfield with. Who should we have? Let's put Tolik in there. Oh, actually, Turnbull. Let's have Turnbull in there. Right midfield, let's have Nikeo. Left midfield, let's have Kyogo. Up front, let's have Giacomakis. Now, worst comes to worst. With that, I can actually just bring my fullbacks down here and just play like a 5-2-3 formation. So I'm not freaking out. Let's just do something a bit bonkers. Carter Vickers is injured. Let's put Starfelt on the bench with Liam Scales and or even Greg Taylor. There you go. McCarthy, Tolik. Who else? Ayeti and Yotta. Let's do that. Looks good to me. Let's go very attacking. Wing backs or wide midfielders. Nah, let's just play them as wing backs because they don't look comfortable there. They do look comfortable at wing back though. Advanced playmaker support for Turnbull. Have I got? Why isn't Farias there? Where's Farias? Is he in my B team? Where's my new signing? How is he unavailable? Let's do this. Age, because it's one of the young ones. Oh, bugger, he's playing for the B team. So, there you go. He's, God damn it. And Hodzic, number 12, mate. Yeah, I'm going to see what we can do about getting another player in. Possibly. I don't know. I'm really struggling with the wage budget, to be honest. That 11 million for Juranovic has definitely helped. That's gone straight into the wages, I'll tell you that for nothing. That basically covers our wage bill at the moment. Because obviously Julian's got a new contract and I've signed Anel Hodzic on 25 grand a week. Ahmed Hodzic, I should say. So I've spent quite a bit there. But I think Ahmed Odzic is one of those players, if you don't get now, you're not going to get him later. Same with Facundo Farias. Nikeo. Oh, Giacomakis getting on the end of Madsen's cross. 18th goal of the season. I did have a little look at Vélez Sarsfield in Argentina as well. I've got Thiago Almada getting scouted and a few other players. They've got 2 or 3 really good players there. The left back, can't remember his name, but the left back at Vélez Sarsfield's pretty good. So I'm just scouting the players to get a gauge of how much they're going to want for them, whether they can get a work permit, that kind of thing. So scouting's a bit more important in FM22 this year. Madsen loses that to Paulette. And transfers are a bit more difficult, to be honest. Here's Ahmed Odzic, our new one. But Giacomakis, oh, what a goal, left foot. Madsen again with the assist. Smashing him in. Giacomakis is going to get a hat-trick. Yeah, it's looking... it's looking a bit... how can I say? Tricky with transfers this year. I'm managing to sign plenty of young, up-and-coming free agents for the summer. And a couple of half-decent squad players, but I can't afford none of the really big players in the summer. So this is going to be a build save. We're going to have to really build what we got. But, Hart, Julian, Turnbull, Kyogo, and Giacomakis are in the Celtic team these days in real life. So we're not straying too far away. But we definitely need improving, 100%. And we got Barker, Starfelt, Taylor, McCarthy, Ayeti and Yotta as well. It's only Tolik on the bench there that I've brought in. Oh, Barbosa at the back post. So the half a dozen players or so that I've brought in that are playing well, I've actually brought into the club. They are playing for us. They are doing bits. There's a couple injured, and then there's quite a few younger ones in the B team and the under 18s because they needed a few players. They're really low on fatigue, and it actually hinders their development. So even if you have to sign absolutely cheap, terrible players, for your under 18s or your B team, do it, because although they make up players for you in this game, to fill the squad up, the players you have, they always play and they'll get injured very, very quickly. And then you have a youth player out for 9 months and he's not developing at all. He's going backwards. Turnbull looks over the top. Giacomakis took out there by Edwards. Is that Ryan Edwards? He used to play for Rochdale, him. Ooh, he's got a red card. Here's Ryan Edwards, yeah. He was a Blackburn youth player. Ended up playing for Rochdale for a season. Oh, Turnbull snuck that one in the near post. 4-0. Sneaky. He snuck that one right in there. Look at that. Barely fit a credit card between the post and the ball. Good finish. Barbosa now to Kyogo. Barbosa's going to put one in, I think. Nope, gives it Turnbull. Plays it back to Mangala. Barbosa. Back to Mangala again. I think this wing-back formation gets the best out of Madsen and Barbosa. Madsen's 7.8, Barbosa's 7.7 at the minute. Ooh, Barbosa getting on this one, gives it to Turnbull again. Inside to Bazua. Back to Madsen on the outside, he takes his man on. Crosses for Giacomakis, it's cleared by Matt Mann for a corner. So yeah, I'm looking at Madsen getting an 8, Barbosa getting 7.7. Both doing absolute bits as Giacomakis heads that wide. Instructions, let's just bring it down the tempo because we don't need to be going hell for leather. We're 4-0 up. Why kill the players' legs? They're playing against 10 men. Let's keep it nice and friendly. And Dundee United look as though they're fit as well. Turnbull crosses. Barbosa gets on it again. Diogo Barbosa, the left back. A second header from Turnbull's cross from his corner. Look at that. Leaping like a salmon. 2 goals he's got today, Barbosa. Both from Turnbull corners. Giacomakis got a couple of goals as well. Oh, Hart with a good save from Mulgrew's free kick. Turnbull 9.5. He's done bits. Ahmed Odzic clears that. If I can get away without making any substitutes, that's really going to help the match sharpness of the players as well. So that's why I'm not making any subs at the minute. Although Kyogo looks a bit tired now. Oh, Dylan Levitt puts a corner on the head of Charlie Mulgrew. Hart should have done better with that. I'm going to bring Jota on for Kyogo for the last 10 minutes. As recommended. So Jota comes on. Turnbull also looks a bit knackered as he swings this one in for Julien, who signs his new deal this week and scores 6-1. Oh, he's give it offside. You honestly, referee, barely anything in that whatsoever. Should be giving the advantage to the attacker. There we go, 5-1. We beat Dundee United. We've had 22 shots to their 4, 48% possession. Quite frankly, brilliant. Giacomakis getting a couple. Turnbull, a couple of assists and a goal. And Diogo Barbosa getting a couple as well. Really good. Outstretched arms. Well done, lads. Really good. Really good win. Smashed it. Ahmed Odzic makes his Celtic debut. Classy Turnbull on form for Celtic. We are 7 points clear. Wow. Rangers are faltering. Hang on, let's have team reports. Senior squad overview. Hang on. Competitions. Where do I find Rangers' schedule? What have they been doing? So Rangers lost to us 7-2. Yeah, and they beat Aberdeen and St Mirren 2-0, but drew with Motherwell 0-0. They drew with Hearts 2-2, although they did beat Dundee United 2-1. It's patchy for them, that form. Thought it might be a little bit better, but they play Montrose next in the Cup, and then Livingston and Ross County in the league, so who knows. Ahmed Odzic makes debut. We would get another 700 grand as part of the Odsonne Edouard deal. That's good. I'm going to praise Turnbull's form here. And Magnus McKenzie looks pretty poor. They're offering us 5 grand, some fees and 40% sell on. So yeah, I'm letting the young lads go if I'm getting deals like that, because they've got more chance of developing at another team and more chance of a sell on for us, because they're probably not going to make it with us. So I'm just letting them go. Anywho, that's us. Thank you very much for tuning in. Oh, bloody hell, game saving on its own now. Thank you very much. That's it saves every 2 weeks it plays, basically. So I've been playing it for 2 weeks in the game. Thank you very much. Make sure you've hit that like button and subscribe. Thank you very much for coming back and spending some time with me. I will look to do some more transfers, because 16th of January, I know we could probably get 1 or 2 more in. I am still scouting. Nino, a centre back here, looks really good, Brazilian. I would love to have him. We can't afford him. Christian Arnstad, Anderlecht, 18-year-old. We don't really need him, but my player search has been work permit required, no, age 15 and 35, contract status expiring in 6 months. Now, we do have, as well, by the way, a little extra money in the bank, because I got given 8 million quid by the board, and then I sold Juranovic and McGregor. Juranovic went for 11 million, McGregor went for 6, so that was 17 on top of the 8, so that was 25 million. Some of that's gone into the wage budget, which has brought us down to 18 million. Now, Sam Johnston from West Brom, goalkeeper's joining us on a free in the summer. I think that's a cracking signing for us. I really do. I think he's quality. Bobby Thomas, again, a young centre-back from Burnley. I think he actually has a bit of potential to do well. He's joining us on a free transfer, as is Owen O'Connell from Rochdale. So a couple of young players coming in there. Yando Fuchs, we already knew about, joining us from Dundee United. Jacob Davenport from Blackburn, again, defensive midfielder. This lad, in real life, very, very decent player, and he could develop a lot. Scott McGill from Hearts, just going to go into the B team. Iago Santiago is joining us, but he's been refused a work permit, so we're going to have to loan him out when he arrives with us. Christopher Scott from Bayern Munich is joining us, a midfield player. Looks pretty good. Fabio Carvalho has turned us down. Ante Krenak, we already know about. He's turned 18 now. Dinamo Zagreb, left winger. And again, along with Grady McGrath, he'd be one that goes into the B team. Danny Loader, we know, is going to be a good player. He'll be joining us on a free transfer as well. Nick Prelec will also be a good player, joining us from Sampdoria. Again, room for improvement there. Hamza Kargbo, he's like a 1.98 m centre forward for the B team. So you can see that most of the players are really young, 19, 20-year-old, 18, 21. So that's all I've been able to afford until now. Now I've got the Juranovic and the McGregor money coming in. There you see. That's an extra 18 million quid. On top of the 8 million I was given by the board. So I'm going to make another board request. We're already expanding the stadium. Oh crap, I made them. Hang on. Club Vision. Right, expand stadium. That's completion on 16th for the 6th. So 16th for June. 6 months from now, that'll be complete. That's good. So I've been trying to get into the ear of the board, just basically because we failed to reach the playoffs in the Champions Cup, which was absolutely required. Yeah, that doesn't bode well for us. So I've been trying to swindle it a little bit to get a bit more out of them. We got Tyler Brownsword for Celtic B. He's 22-year-old. He's doing bits. He's alright. And yeah, that's it. That's everything I've been doing, to be frank, in the last 3-4 hours of playing this game. So I will see you all tomorrow. Take care of yourself. Sorry for the ramble. I'll see you in a little bit. Take care.